Today is February 9th at 12:56 p.m. on 2025. It's Super Bowl today. I think it's some factory or something blew up or something today, entering 11, I think. So you've got that. Today's the 9th, and you got the 11. It should be all over the news. So here's the deck clock, and here's what they're showing on the deck clock. Remember, we had two eclipses from Oregon down to, I think that's Corpus Christi, and then this one from Oregon. And I think they both started in Salem, Oregon. And it comes down to Corpus Christi. And then this one, I think this was the first one. This was the second one. And then this is the third one. So if you look right there, it's the Alpha Tav, or Alpha Omega. Alpha Omega in Hebrew and Alpha Tav in, which Tav is the symbol X, AX. This is like AW, Alpha and Omega, the golden age. So you can see the harvest, the golden age of wonders. Where else I want to show you? Oh, right back here, there is like a dome of a golden city. Now, which clued me in. Oh, and there's more here too. This is a Virgo, the mother, and this is Leo, the lion. So the lion and Virgo is right here in this constellation that's placed on top. But back here is the dome with the golden city. Now, I think it was back in 2019, 2018, something like that. I didn't have Dingo with me. I only had Peanut, my last pup, before he passed away. So I think it was actually around 2018, 2019. I want to say 2019. That's what's popping in my mind really close. Okay, so I had this small vision. I only remember a small part of it, to where I was coming down from a ship in like these little white pods. There was actually a big mothership up in the sky, and all these white pods were like these little, separate little ships coming down and landing. And there was, that's what I'd come out of, and all these other people were coming out of. So I come out of it, and I have something small, and I put down on the ground next to me, and I thought it was Peanut, but now I know it's a rabbit, because if you look at the knowing, we all go with the rabbit. There's always a rabbit somewhere that goes with the child somewhere. So now I realize it must have been a rabbit that I put down next to me. And I remember looking up in the sky to the mothership, and I was waving at him because I was really happy. And then I turned and I seen something, and I couldn't for the life of day, for the longest time, remember. I kept thinking to myself, what did I see? Because I was so excited, and everybody else was excited too, because we all just turned and was happy and running, and it was just an amazing feeling. And I think that's what we seen, was this golden city that's back there. Because as soon as I just seen that today, when I pulled that up, I'm like, oh, I think that's what we seen, was that golden city. I want, for the longest time, because when I woke up out of my dream or my vision, I like lost that part of it. Like in the vision that I had, where I was looking at all the screens that Gabriel put up all my work, and the last screen was completely like a black screen. It was like I was looking in the screen, like I was actually going in the screen with my face, like looking into this, like I was looking through a window or something. And I turned around, looked at Prince Michael. Uh, I didn't say anything. I know I had a confused look on my face because I couldn't understand. And I looked back in, and then by the time I turned around and looked back again, that's when God pulled me into Him, and I lit up like this golden light. So, piecing all my visions and dreams together, I can see that I must have been being shown of the golden age, the golden light, the golden city, because this was wheat fields that we were landing in. But the interesting thing about these wheat fields is if you've ever been through a wheat field, I mean, it's not it's kind of like, it feels like it's kind of cutting you as you're going through. It's really, I don't know, it's really kind of choppy, let's say. Um, but when I was going through these wheat fields, I was rubbing my hands across the top of the wheat fields, and it was so soft. It felt like a blanket, a soft blanket, as we were walking through it, because I was barefooted. When I got out of the ship, I remember looking down at my bare feet. And, and I'm like thinking, oh, how am I going to walk to this? But then when I started walking on it, it was like, and feeling it and touching it was so soft, like like uh, like hair or fur or something like that. It was just really amazing. And that's when we ran through. And I think that's what we were running for, is that dome of the Golden City. And when I was waving at the starship, waving at him goodbye, I remember looking over the mountain and seeing the sun. And the sun wasn't, I was able to look at the sun. It was like a golden sun. It wasn't like our bright white sun. It was like a golden sun. It was really quite trippy. But anyway, I wanted to share this with you. Oh, look, I think there's even planets lined up right there. There are. And there's the sun. So the planets are already lining up right now. Look at that. All the planets. That's very interesting. But anyway, thought I'd share this little piece of the debt clock that they're showing. Oh, and there's rumors that our $37 trillion debt, I think, is going to get paid off with all the I think, well, all the money that they're finding that they've been swindling away. I think so far they got up to 800 million or billion or something like that. So all the money that they're finding and, collecting and pulling back, they're going to use all the money to pay off the debt, our $1 trillion debt, so we can start fresh. Isn't that interesting? I think it's fascinating, and I'm glad too.